going to be doing everything like usual. And yes, the patch notes say Overlord Bison, not Trendy Bison, but we'll check that out. And we have Action Guy. So, while I am setting up my thumbnail and all the permissions, remember you can at any time leave questions in the chat and I will do my best to answer them or find you an answer. A few tags in here. Make sure they're all SFD and not SFG with my fat fingers. Really, it's my keyboard. My keyboard sucks. It's a Dell. My microphone might suck. I've been slowly adjusting the input, output, and percentage volumes of it. Let me know how it's turning out. If it's too loud, too low still, or whatever. I think that's good enough for everything. Let's get the chat and live chat. Get a message out. Just a second. Oops. disappeared. I don't know where it went. Oh, it shut down. Oh, come on. Oh, wait a second. It's not even loading the right one, so hold on, we got to do this. Okay, something's wrong. We got to end task. Relaunch. No, end now. Something's wrong with the system. And that task 2. Relaunch it. Sorry, it's wanting me to log in. It's going to show my 40 Gmail accounts all at the same time. So, whoever invented this little bar going super small. Okay. Now put it bigger. Now come back. Get OBS open. Now let's launch the game. Let's see all the new stuff that pops up. Okay. So some city coins. That's good. They're gonna give us 888 gems tomorrow. Almost 1,000. I don't know why they can't just give us some. It's not like this is an 8-day event, so they're representing 888 for some reason. So some factional gear and some engraving stones for the gear. Oh no, that's what guilds shops are for. What was this? Dismissing fighters. Oh well. What's next? Alright, action guy. In a crazy suit. Some them glasses are kind of some Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas pilot like glasses. So, finally getting some thunder units. He support, agility, and Budo style for defense. So, and Overlord Bison. Balanced. So, we're going to see all this. Let's go to Friend Heart Scout. Let's see the event. Oh, there's Bison. Go straight to special summons. New fighter has arrived. New fighter has arrived. Yes, they have, haven't they? So in div, it's probably going to be him. And here, of course, Bison. Haven't got E Honda yet because I was saving tickets up after the Turtles for E Honda. So now let's go look at them. Oh lordy. We're gonna get hit with spend us money. Send us money, send us money. No, I just want to get the fighter. I want to get the gallery. Go look at these special fighters. Overlord Bison. Alright, let's look at his fighting spirit first. Plus 20 to speed. When Infernal Overlord is active, the fighter's attack can ignore 20% of the target's defense. Effective when the fighter is in assist position. When the fighter receives fatal damage, a vortex is summoned beneath a random enemy. The vortex will draw in enemies in an area continuously, dealing soul damage that is equal to 265% of Overlord Bison's attack. Then it will end with an explosion that deals soul damage that is equal to 146% of Overlord Bison's attack to enemies in an area. It can only be triggered once per battle. If Infernal Overlord is active, the Vortex of Invitation to Hell and Agony Vortex will deal... What? The vortexes of Invitation to Hell and Agony Vortex will deal additional true damage that is equal to 1% of the target's max HP during the attack. This is capped at 15% of Overlord Bison's attack. At 20, it's upon triggering Invitation to Hell, the attack of all other friendly fighters will be increased by 15% to the end of the battle. And at 30, when Infernal King Strike is unleashed for the first time and hits a target, summon a vortex beneath the target and increase the vortex damage by 20%. The vortex is equivalent to Agony Vortex level 3. Alright, let's go check out his passive. If there's a surviving friendly fighter other than a Bison, hold on. Does that mean that the other M-Bison doesn't count? So if you have two M-Bisons on one team, this doesn't work? We're going to test that out. When this fighter receives fatal damage, the fighter's HP will not fall below 1 for 3 seconds, and the fighter will recover 60% of max HP over this period. Also, Invitation to Hell will be unleashed. Summon a vortex beneath a random enemy that is equivalent to Agony Vortex level 1. Trigger intervals 3 seconds. After triggering Invitation to Hell for the first time, Overlord Bison will enter the Infernal Overlord state until the battle ends. Increase the damage of the vortex summoned by the Invitation to Hell by 20%. The vortex summoned by Invitation to Hell is equivalent to Agony Vortex level 3. Upon entering the battle, Invitation to Hell will be unleashed once. However, the damage of the vortex summoned will be reduced by 25%. Level 5 is increase the damage of the vortex summoned by Invitation to Hell by 25%. And Infernal Overlord is a attack increaser by 15%, but cannot be healed by other fighters. After triggering Invitation to Hell, attack will be increased by an additional 15%, stacking up to 60. So that's 3 stacks on top of the original 15%. Summon a Phantom to unleash a Psycho Torn attack together that will hit enemies in a large area, dealing soul damage that is equal to 418% of attack and reducing hit target attack by 10% for 10 seconds. Come on, lighter. Oh, mother. Just enough tiny blue spark in there to make everything hot, but not enough to light the pipe. So now's the time. If you got them, smoke them. Puff puff pass. Be friendly. Chill. Don't let these rowdy people in SFD chat get on your nerves, because it's just words on a screen. And if they ever try to use truth to be an insult, remember, they're retarded. And if anybody tries to feed you a bunch of stuff and then tells you they watch 10 seconds of tens of hours or hundreds of hours of content, but they watch 10 seconds of it and then they try to tell you what it's about, especially don't listen to those people. Alright, so level 2 is increased damage to 480% of attack. Level 3 is if Infernal Overlord is active, the fighter's crit rate will be increased by 18% instead of 15%. Is the 60% still locked in? Which means we can't get the third stack. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, all testing to see how this is going to work. Summon a vortex beneath a random enemy. The vortex will continuously draw in enemies in an area dealing soul damage that is equal to 330% of attack. Then it ends with an explosion that deals soul damage that is equal to 182% of attack to enemies in an area. Increases damage of the vortex 380% of attack, and the damage to of the explosion to 209% attack. If it is active, the target's damage reduction will be reduced by 25% for the duration of the vortex. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. Increase the damage of the vortex 400% of attack and the damage of the explosion to 219%. So 25% reduction. Damage reduction for the duration of the tornado of the Infernal Overlord. Okay, okay. Man. Alright. I can already tell you that this is guaranteed part of the meta. They wanted to make sure that they seen more Bisons in Super Showdown, and if you use them right, you probably can even now take out the Vega team, the Visconde Vega. Alright, so combo 3 chain is vanish and appear above the nearest enemy. Then deliver a crushing blow to enemies in an area dealing self damage. Oh, he's finally going to get the head stomp. Soul damage that is equal to 488% of attack. Also, the soul damage taken by hit targets will be increased by 8% for 20 seconds. Increased damage to 561% of attack. If Infernal Overlord is active, the soul damage taken by hit targets will be increased by an additional 12% for 20 seconds. Increased damage to 589% of attack. Ah, you want him in Overlord. Continuously in Overlord. Agony Vortex, Infernal Strike, Invitation to Hell. Alright, so he automatically enters Infernal Overlord state once his passive triggers. Okay, so now let's go to our lightning. And let's look at him. HP attack, defense damage bonus. Upon activating Phantom Double, this fighter will recover 2% max. Alright, so skill effect when the fighter does the fighter has unleashed a combo, the combo will be increased by 10% to the end of the battle. Stacks up 3 times upon attacking Phantom Double. Upon attacking Phantom Double, the attack of all friendly fighters will be increased by 10% to the battle and stacks up 3 times, 30%. Enter the Phantom ready state at the start of the battle. Oh, wait a second. That's a pun, guys. This is a Bruce Lee setup, and they just put a enter the dragon pun in here. Enter the Phantom ready state at the start of the battle. Okay, so at 30, upon activating Phantom Double, Bushin Simpujin will be unleashed once. This is considered a trigger skill. Alright, so let's go. Strike the nearest enemy 6 times consecutively, dealing damage that is equal to 636% of attack in total, with a 20% chance of interrupting the target for the first strike. If this fighter has less than 40% HP, the skill's damage will be increased by 40%, increased damage to 699% of attack. If this fighter has less than 50% HP, the skill damage will be increased by 40%. Okay. 20%. I think they're starting to get the idea that we want to trigger an interrupter that actually interrupts. Kind of like BISON. Kick the nearest enemy 4 times consecutively, dealing damage that is equal to 492% of attack in total, and increasing the damage of the next skill in the combo chain by 20%. So your C3 hitter will get increased. If Phantom Double is active, the final strike will reduce the target's damage reduction by 15%. Oh, lordy. Stacks up to 3 times and cannot be dispelled. After unleashing this skill, Phantom Double will be expended. Increase the damage of the next skill, unleash friendly fighter by 30%. If Phantom Duel is active, the final strike will reduce the target's crit resist by 10% for 12 seconds. Stacks up 3 times. Strike the farthest enemy 3 times, then leap into the air and perform a downward kick, dealing damage that is equal to 800% of attack in total. The final strike inflicts armor break on the target. Increased damage to 880% of attack. Each strike has a 25% chance of inflicting 1x armor break. Oh, so his 3 is an armor break. If this fighter super combo is unleashed, any skills and any kills, the fighter will enter the Phantom ready state. Okay, so it's super combo that puts him in the ready state. Alright, so if this fighter is in the Phantom ready state when a friendly fighter unleashes a super combo, Phantom ready will be expended and Phantom double will be activated. After activating Phantom Double, this fighter can ignore 15% of enemy's defense for 6 seconds. After activating Phantom Double, this fighter gains 15% dodge for 6 seconds. After activating Phantom Double, this fighter can ignore 25% of enemy's defense and gain 25% dodge for 6 seconds. Let's go to his garage, check it out. We'll go back to Bison's garage in a second. After expending Phantom Double, the fighter will gain 100 super combo gauge points. After expending Phantom Double, the fighter will enter the Phantom ready state. Oh, so once you get his 6 cards, he can go in a circle now. We're going to Phantom state with his SE, and if he doesn't kill anybody, then he goes to Phantom Double, gets his benefits. Then the next round, if he has his 6 cards, and he goes in super combos, he'll go back into Phantom ready, and if it doesn't kill anybody, it'll put him into Phantom double and he'll get his stuff again. Okay, good loop. Good loop. So let's go back to Bison real quick. And look at his. Alright, after triggering Invitation to Hell, this fighter's damage bonus will be increased by 12%, while their damage reduction will be reduced by 12%, stacks up to 2 times, and lasts until the battle ends. After triggering Invitation to Hell, damage sharing will be activated. This will cause 20% of damage received by all friendly fighters to be transferred to Overlord Bison, last until the battle ends. Also, a damage transfer in skill, another thing that's become a trend with them, with the new release of characters like Trendy Ryu. Not bad, not bad. So definitely shooting for to get all the characters, but definitely want to level Overlord up, and I can kind of see some interesting combos with him. I already want to use them with regular Blanca and regular Chun-Li. Alright guys. It's effigy class time. Remember, for the next couple days, 4 days or something like that, we've come over here and hit this assembly button. Get your little rewards in. Because, oh man, I like that. Yeah. Simple yet pretty. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Look at that necklace. Skull necklaces. Let's see what else they're going to give us in here. And nothing. If y'all slacking on special needs Dan here, Psycho Dan, y'all need to get with it. Really, all three of these characters. Oh man, 128 for each one of those characters. It's gonna be like hard to get these necklaces. Alright, so Born to Die, let's see. So Born to Die with a friendly fighter receives fatal damage, increase the attack of all friendly fighters by 5% until the end of the battle, stacks up to 5 times, so up to 25%, trigger intervals is 3 seconds. That'll be in Lord of Lords, Crusade, and Boss Rush. So take advantage of that. And of course, Effigy, hope. Bossing people, Fat-On's usable, especially at early stages, and resources. Oh, okay, so we're gonna get arcade coins for him, and 5 from him. Street art is done. Everyone's still waiting on this unit right here. Ceremonial E Honda. I'm just going by ceremonial due to how he's dressed, and he's got his yukata, a black under one, light, and a sky. It looks like a sky colored one on top. But if it's a suit, then yeah, he could be a trendy. But it looks like a double silk yukata to me for ceremonial use. I don't know if people know anything about Japanese ceremonial sumo. History. Anyways. Alright guys, I want to thank y'all all for joining in and or watching the video. Hope this helped even a little. And remember, even if it doesn't, Leave your questions in the comments. I'll make videos based off of what y'all want to see. So, have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe, and see y'all in the next one.